We review cars as a family. Right now we're driving the all-new 2025 Buick Enclave.
And here we are in the 2025 Genesis GV80.
We've recently reviewed both of these upscale 3-row SUVs, so we're up to speed on each. Quick preamble, we're comparing the Buick Enclave and the GV80 because they both sit in the premium SUV segment, which sort of occupies this odd space between mainstream SUVs like the Honda Pilot and luxury SUVs like the Mercedes-Benz GLE. But in that premium space, the Enclave definitely skews towards the mainstream end of the spectrum, while the GV80 is more towards the luxury end. The way each vehicle is skewed is reflected in their base and as tested prices.
And while the GV80 can be equipped with a third row, it's an objectively smaller SUV than the Enclave. With the flaws in our comparison on the table, we're here to answer a question. Which 3-row premium SUV is better for a family?
Passenger comfort covers a couple of different areas. Number one, are the seats comfortable and supportive? For my body, the Enclave seat has a pronounced pressure point on my upper back. In the GV80, that diamond pattern looks sweet, but it also introduces pressure points for my body. To be clear, neither vehicle is excruciating to sit in, but I have sat in more comfortable seats.
Personally, I find the Genesis seats to be far more adjustable and comfortable. Where the Enclave really shines is with space. In the second row, the Buick has competitive headroom and is substantially wider than the GV80.
But move to the third row and the Enclave has enough space for real adults. As the ultimate average American male, 5'10", long torso, poofy hair, I fit great.
Meanwhile, the GV80 only offers a third row on the 3.5 Advanced trim. Our tester doesn't have it, but based on the spec data, the GV80's third row is a kid zone. With
more total space plus standard adult-ready third row seats, the Buick Enclave wins for passenger comfort. Buick is something of a premium brand, but side by side, the Genesis is clearly the fancier choice.
The GV80 has richer materials, fancier stitching, and more interesting color choices. It looks, feels, and smells like a more elite vehicle.
Of course, luxurious appointments mean a more luxurious price tag, but yes, the GV80 is more luxe.
Both interiors are uncluttered and easy to use. Where the Buick distinguishes itself is with small storage.
The Enclave has a deeper center console than the Genesis, an under console area big enough to store a purse, superior door storage, abundant cup holders, and easy access to the roomy third row via one-touch sliding second row seats. The GV80's interior is perfectly functional, but the Enclave's interior is more functional.
Both SUVs rank well where safety is concerned. Each earned 5 stars overall in NHTSA crash testing, plus the top Safety Pick Plus rating from the IIHS.
Both SUVs offer full suites of active driver assist technology, and for airbags there are 8 in the Enclave, 10 in the GV80. Meanwhile, only the Enclave offers Teen Driver, a feature that locks in safety features and shares a report card for younger drivers.
There are minor differences, but we're calling it a tie. Cargo space is one area where the Enclave absolutely dominates.
Dropping and raising the third row seats is super easy in both SUVs. Though we love the Enclave's speedy optional power third row seats and then second row seat releases from the cargo area.
Once dropped, the Enclave's dimensional dominance continues. With substantially more room for cargo plus a huge underfloor area, Enclave takes the cargo win.
As we always say, style is subjective. We like Buick's newest design philosophy. It looks sleek, tasteful, and kind of sporty.
With the GV80, the design favors traditional luxury with its twin light bar head and taillights, plus that bright crosshatch grille.
Despite their differences, we like the style of both SUVs. Personally, I prefer the GV80's upscale vibes.
It is super luxurious, but I find the Enclave to be more interesting. Let's call it a tie.
For 2025, the Buick Enclave comes standard with a 30-inch display covering both infotainment and gauge cluster duties.
Genesis has a similar setup in the GV80 with a standard 27-inch OLED. The GV80's display looks more elegant, but both are simple to use and make a big first impression.
In the Enclave's case, we're grateful that Buick hasn't ditched Apple CarPlay like their colleagues at Chevrolet. Apple CarPlay and Android Auto wireless smartphone connectivity come standard. We like the simplicity of the Buick's touchscreen, but Genesis adds a control knob to the GV80's touchscreen. If you prefer a knob, take note.
Where the Enclave pulls ahead is with their optional Super Cruise hands-free driving feature.
We've used Super Cruise and it works well, provided you're always ready to take over when the vehicle's like, I can't handle this. Genesis's highway driving assist competently keeps the GV80 in its lane at an appropriate distance from other cars, but it's strictly hands-on.
For its slightly larger screen and hands-free driving abilities, we're giving the feature category win to the Enclave. Where power and efficiency are concerned, it's a closer race than you might expect.
Both SUVs come standard with an 8-speed automatic transmission and a 2.5-liter turbocharged inline 4-cylinder engine. All-wheel drive is standard for the GV80 and a $2,000 option for the Enclave.
When similarly equipped, the 4-cylinder GV80 and Enclave are identically efficient, but the Enclave has a decent power advantage.
In the GV80's favor though, we have a powerful 3.5-liter twin turbocharged V6 option. We have it in our tester. It is sweet! For most families, the Enclave's 2.5-liter 4-cylinder engine will work just fine, but with an optional twin turbocharged V6, advantage Genesis. On the road, the Enclave steers in inoffensive fashion. Hard to say. Easy to do though. It smooths the road's rough edges without feeling disconnected from terra firma. Look at me using the fancy words. That said, the GV80 feels even more plush with the addition of a sporting edge.
Both SUVs clear the bar of acceptability for ride and handling.
But from a road comfort and driving enjoyment perspective, the GV80 wins.
Wait. The GV80 has a base price about $13,000 higher than the Buick Enclave.
Again, that explains why the GV80 is so much fancier than the Enclave.
Even if you add all-wheel drive to the base Enclave, the GV80 is still $11,000 more expensive.
This is a good time to point out that every time we review a car, we include a trim recommendation that includes the features you'd regret not getting, but at the lowest possible price. In this case, the base trims are our recommended trims because they're so well equipped. The base level GV80 and Enclave each include power heated front seats, heated steering wheels, hands-free power liftgates, and smart key access. Even though Genesis tends to offer better resale values than Buick, the pricing win definitely goes to the Enclave.
Depending on your priorities, either SUV could be a great choice.
But because it offers more cargo space, more passenger space, and a massively lower purchase price, we think the Buick Enclave better matches the needs of a family.
But if you want more power and more luxury, and you're willing to pay for it, the Genesis GV80 is an enticing choice that's still less expensive than full-on luxury SUVs like the Mercedes-Benz GLE and BMW X5.
And as long as we're throwing out 3-row premium SUV alternatives, I'll add the Acura MDX. Yes, we reviewed that too.
That's what we think, but which premium SUV would you buy?
Tell us in the comments.
Family, I think we've done a good job comparing the Genesis GV80 with the Buick Enclave. May I have a 5 and a 5, and you come get your high five. Blammo!